What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to another video on our channel. Today, we're talking about one of the biggest symbols of pop culture. You guessed it, it's Mean Girls. However, the second movie didn't do as well as the first installment, which is why this video is about why Mean Girls 2 is considered a big flop. A teen comedy that no one loves. The sequel to Mean Girls from 2004 is called Mean Girls 2, and it mainly stands alone. Tim Meadows, a Mean Girls original cast member who plays Principal Ron Duvall in the first film, reprises his role in the sequel despite the fact that new cast members are introduced and given new parts in this movie. The same North Shore High School as in the first movie serves as the setting for Mean Girls 2. Fans of the first movie may recognize many of the aspects from this one, such as the well-known girl group The Plastics, but they may not like it because of the numerous alterations made to the plot, characters, and climax. When we consider sequels, we're aware that they often fall short of the original. The word mediocrity is increasingly associated with sequels in many cases. Additionally, they claim that it makes financial sense to release a sequel to a box office hit, but there are signs that the public's appetite for movie sequels has peaked. I believe we can all agree that Hollywood frequently exploits fans' susceptibility to sell sequels to viewers. All fans approach remakes of their favorite films with a hopeful for redemption mindset. Therefore, even though many sequels receive reviews that rank substantially worse than original films, the box office statistics don't reflect this as much. Not enough diversity. For starters, viewers can quickly notice that many of the members in Mean Girls 2 lacked cultural and racial variety. Despite the fact that Melanie Mayron, the director of Mean Girls 2, is a woman and that the majority of the characters in the movie are female, everyone in the movie, with the exception of Principal Ron Duvall, is white. In contrast to the last movie, spectators can also plainly tell that there are no black or Asian minorities. The cool Asians and the unfriendly black hotties, two high school cliches, provided minor characters in Mean Girls. Because these minorities were absent from Mean Girls 2, the movie's quality suffered. Additionally, unlike the previous film, this one doesn't address gender stereotypes. Where did the cast go? The only member of the original cast who is still present is Mr. Duvall, played by Tim Meadows. If you were curious about the main cast's activities during the remake, according to CNN, Lindsay Lohan was arrested 3 times for misdemeanor cocaine use, missed 4 court dates, and was sentenced to 90 days in jail. Another well-known film featuring Rachel McAdams and Harrison Ford was Morning Glory. Tina Fey, writer and actress of the popular television program 30 Rock, and last but not least, Janice Ian. Since making her big screen debut in Mean Girls in 2004, Lizzie Kaplan has starred in a number of hit films, including Now You See Me 2, 127 Hours, The Interview, and Cloverfield. Lackluster script. The first time the Plastics made Katie in the original film, one of the most famous scenes by the way, is recreated in this teaser. Rumors concerning the protagonist's origins circulate just like in the first film. According to Joe's rumors, she originated from a place like Florida or Texas, and then I discovered that she's a Russian exchange student. The exchange between Karen and Katie, when Katie claims to be from Africa, produced a memorable line. "So why are you white if you're from Africa?" And after that, Gretchen reprimands Karen, telling her, "Oh my god, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white." Additionally, they create the false precedent that canines are welcome in all high school cafeterias. This sequence is ludicrous and poorly written, even for the queen bee. The primary characters of this film were all absurdly underdeveloped by the writers. Even for superficial individuals, they create these personalities beyond the comprehension of any high school student. A thinly veiled remake. The fact that Mean Girls 2 is a blatant replica of the 2004 original is what leaves young audiences so disappointed. The main character, played by Megan Martin, is the new girl. She befriends another girl who's considered an outcast. Both girls encounter the Plastics. The new girl falls in love with a popular jock. The new girl then goes on from being an outcast to being popular to being an outcast once more. Once again, the quality of this movie is diminished by the removal of several notable quotes from the prior one. Additionally, the plot and actions are absurd. While the storyline of the first film is thorough and includes recognizable aspects like the Caltine bars and the burn book, the plot of Mean Girls 2 lacks any sense of direction. Ironically, the story of this film's sequel doesn't pick up where the previous film's main protagonist left off. Future teen movie writers should think about the uniqueness of the plot, a more diverse cast, a clear struggle for the lead character, and something distinctive to pique viewers' interest in the picture.